So far, there hasn't been a single question that Ted Cruz has answered directly. He has dodged every single question.
He sort of answered that one.
Did he really, though?
Yeah, I don't think the guy's going to like his answer. He finally got around to saying that we would try to cut off the supply of illegals. And if the wages don't go up and Americans don't want to do it, then maybe we can get some more visas to bring in temporary workers.
I know,
but that does effectively say that we'll try to get rid of those illegal workers.
No, but understand that these are farms that need workers now.
No. I'm not saying the guy will like his answer, but I'm saying he did sort of answer it.
But look, the way that he answered shows that this is not something that he's given significant thought to. This is not something that he genuinely cares about. He's just feeding into this fear-mongering about undocumented immigrants in the country, right? Republicans drive me crazy when it comes to the issue of immigration. They always like to, talk a tough talk when it comes to, dealing with undocumented immigrants. But why do they do that when they're campaigning? And why do they do nothing once they get elected? Because they realize that a lot of these undocumented immigrants are a huge part of our economy. And their plan of just deporting all of them would be disastrous for the country, especially for farmers. But look, he doesn't really care about this issue. He's not really going to do anything about immigration reform. It's just nonsense bullshit. And I can't believe I haven't had dinner so I can sit here and comment on this crap. Can someone get me a kebab, please?
They're good. The kebabs are actually quite good.
Yes.
Forget it. I give up on this guy. Look, nobody likes him. Nobody likes him.
He has higher favorability than Trump, still.
I mean, people who know him, people who work with him.
That's
He's
true.
not a popular human being. He doesn't get along with his colleagues. It shows how much the Republicans are terrified and desperate over Donald Trump, that they're trying to coalesce around this guy who is going to torment the American people for 4 years if he's elected in innumerable ways, including just talking and saying nothing.
I think they're numerable. I'll push back on that.
All right.
But
okay.
I will say that
Numerate.
I want to say this, though. I think Ted Cruz, I don't think Donald Trump is that big of a nightmare, right? If he becomes president. I think people will coalesce and push back and they'll impeach him and nothing. He won't get anything done. But that's the real guy who won't get anything done is Donald Trump. But Ted Cruz will. Ted Cruz is a maniac. But he also is, knows how government works and he has a plan and he's sound. That's the guy you got to watch out for, is Ted Cruz.
I think we got to watch out for both of them.
But here's what we don't have to watch out for. The Republicans this year, they're not winning. They're not going to win. Do you think Ted Cruz could really beat anybody? I don't think so.
I think right now Ted Cruz would do better against either Hillary or Bernie than Trump would.
Yes.
From what I've seen, people just every week they hate Trump more and more and more. And look, Trump looks bad and people hate him when he's standing next to someone as objectionable as Ted Cruz. Yes. Imagine once he's next to a reasonable politician who's actually putting forth policies that would make your life better. I'm frustrated with Anderson Cooper. He did ask a few follow-up questions, but at some point you simply cannot throw to the next audience question when the guy says in multiple ways, the problem with our Syria strategy is that we're not willing to kill enough civilians.
He's also got to stop letting this guy filibuster every question and just say, no, you got to. But
yes.
The one thing I will disagree with both you guys on is that I get very, very nervous whenever liberals or Democrats say, we can beat this guy. Mm-hmm. I remember I was a kid, but I remember Ronald Reagan coming up and literally what a laugh line he was. And that guy became president of the United States. Richard Nixon was a laugh line.
Yes.
I don't think any of these guys, it's impossible they could win, particularly because I think Clinton's a weak candidate. Mm-hmm. I think that the party doesn't have a strong message.
Message.
And I think that if they don't, I think that when people say, oh, well, we could beat Ted, we can beat Donald, well, that's when I get nervous.
I think it's always a bad idea to get too cocky in any situation. Yeah. And when you're messing with the leader of this country, it's particularly bad to get too cocky.